Hello, I'm Mark Shavar, Store Manager, Moe's Outdoor Equipment Supply and Ace Hardware, and today we're going to talk about maintaining your lawn and your garden. As a homeowner, obviously with a lawn and that, you're going to have to maintain that lawn. If you've got brown spots or the grass is kind of brown, what are you going to do? Are you going to be planting grass seed? Or are you going to be putting down fertilizer? Well, if you need to put fertilizer down because you want the grass to green up, what you're going to do is either use the Scott's 4-step program or you're going to use our ACE 4-step program. But what you want to do is start in the early spring, put that first step down, which is a pre-emergent, trying to nip those weeds from growing. Obviously, step 2 was be used when after the weeds have started to grow. That way you can do basically a weed and feed in your yard. Then you'll go to step 3, which would be a turf builder or a summer guard fertilizer. That's to maintain the yard during the summer heat and that. And then finally in the step 4 is going to be a fall application. As far as other issues with your yard besides fertilizing that, we talked about brown spots. Best time to grow grass in your yard with seagrass seed would be in the fall, although a lot of people like to do it in the spring. And nothing says you can't do it in the spring. So what you'll want to do is rake up those brown spots, break the soil up. You're going to go ahead and plant the grass seed, whether you're using a Scott's brand or an ACE brand that we sell here in the store. And you're going to go ahead and water it and put some grass down to maintain that moisture. The seed's going to germinate in 7 to 10 days. And then you'll continue to water it until it gets to be about 2 inches tall before you start to cut the grass. Now, as far as other things that you can do, sometimes your yard will be overtaken by weeds from the previous fall and maybe the pre-emergent or the weed feed's not working. Then you're going to have to use something like our Ortho crabgrass control or weed control. And what those are designed to do is to actually, you can spray it on the weeds that are in the yard. There's all sorts of different weeds that grow up in your yard, and what you can do is apply it directly to those weeds so it kills the weed, and it's designed not to kill the grass. That way your grass isn't going to get squeezed out by the weeds. Okay, you've got done taking care of your lawn. The next thing you're going to try to take care of is your garden. And the thing is, not only do you have sometimes weeds growing in your yard, you're going to sometimes have weeds growing in your garden. So what you need to do is to address that with weed killers that will harm the weeds but not your plants. Obviously, one thing you'll want to do when you're preparing your flower bed is that you're going to break up the old soil that's there. Try to get, if there's clay in there, get it loosened up. You may have to add a little bit of topsoil to it. You're definitely going to put down a weed killer to try to kill the weeds. Sometimes you'll have bugs like grubs that are in the flower bed, and you'll have to put some grub X down there. And the last thing you'll want to do as far as your garden and that is you want to put a mulch down. We sell our Scott's Naturescape. We carry black and brown and red. There's also, we carry Ohio mulch, and they're black platinum mulch, and they're absolute brown in our store as well. And the reason you want to put mulch down, it's going to provide a barrier to keep weeds from growing up into the flowers. And as it rains or you water the garden, it's going to maintain that moisture for a longer period of time in the garden. My name's Mark Shavar. I'm store manager here at Moe's Outdoor Equipment Supply and Ace Hardware. If you have any questions, feel free to stop back in the store. If you have any other questions, stop at buyatmoes.com on our website or check out our Facebook page. Thanks.